Greetings, dear viewers. In life, a person's character often reflects how their life unfolds. As mentioned in Lu Fam Tu Huan, all things change with the mind, and realms arise from the heart. Different personalities shape different fates. A person's emotional state significantly influences their life. If the heart is restless, mistakes are more likely, leading to suffering. Restlessness breeds emotions, and when one fails to control their emotions, they risk being consumed by them, resulting in endless misery. Emotions, therefore, are a temptation that's hard to resist. Only by managing your emotions well can you truly live a fulfilling life. Once, there was a man who, due to his lack of intelligence, lived in poverty. However, a heavy rainstorm caused his wall to collapse, revealing a jar of gold hidden inside. Overnight, he became rich. Despite his newfound wealth, he remained insecure and sought advice from a monk. The monk said, "You have money, and others have wisdom. Why not use your wealth to buy their wisdom?" Taking this advice, the man visited a city monk and asked, "Can I purchase your wisdom?" The monk replied, "My wisdom is costly. One piece of advice costs 1,000 taels of silver." The man said, "I am willing to pay any amount if it means I can gain wisdom." The monk then shared, when faced with difficulty, do not act impulsively. Step forward 3 steps, then backward 3 steps. Repeat this process 3 times, and wisdom will reveal itself. Though skeptical and fearing deception, the man agreed and returned home. That night, he discovered his wife lying in bed with another man. Overcome with rage, he grabbed a knife, ready to act. Suddenly, he remembered the monk's advice. He stepped forward 3 steps, then back 3 steps, repeating the sequence. As he did so, the person in bed woke up and asked, "Son, what are you doing in the middle of the night?" Shocked, the man realized it was his mother. Reflecting, he thought, "If not for the wisdom I bought, I would have committed a grave mistake tonight by harming my own mother." The next morning, he returned to the monk to pay the agreed sum. In life, we often face unpleasant situations, conflicts with colleagues or clients, family disputes, or tensions over personal or professional matters. These small events can easily stir our emotions. Yet, emotions are fleeting. When challenges arise, control your emotions. Avoid rash actions, extreme thoughts, or harsh words. Learn to restrain your temper. Temperament greatly impacts our lives and shapes our destiny. There's a saying, "The hotter the temper, the lower the wisdom. The greater the anger, the weaker the health. The calmer the demeanor, the deeper the blessings." Temper and fortune are inversely related. True strength lies in controlling your temper. For example, Zheng Guofan, a prominent historical figure, had a short temper in his youth, often arguing over trivial matters, which alienated others. After experiencing setbacks in his career and losing his military authority, he spent 3 years in self-reflection. He realized many problems stemmed not from others, but from his own faults. Upon returning to public service, Zheng Guofan transformed. He became humble, empathetic, and composed, gradually achieving remarkable success. He rose to the highest ranks, earning the title of First-Class Marquis of Eternal Loyalty and serving as Governor General. This demonstrates the power of a calm heart. When the heart is at peace, all matters flow smoothly. Anger, like a destructive fire, harms everyone involved. All blessings stem from good temper. A person who masters their anger is stronger than one who conquers a fortress. Whether someone is naturally mild or firm, learning to control one's thoughts in moments of anger can lead to a harmonious life. In families, a spouse with a calm temper is the greatest blessing. When couples live harmoniously, the entire household thrives, creating an environment of peace and prosperity. Reducing conflicts benefits not only the couple, but also their children. Cultivating a good temperament is not only about understanding others, but also about being kind to oneself. Without controlling your emotions, you cannot take charge of your life and may become a slave to your feelings. Bai Long Wang, a legendary figure in Thailand, once said, "Many people come to me asking about their careers, family harmony, their children, or their relationships. But I ask them one thing: do you have a good temper?" He advised that with a calm and good temper, everything in life would naturally fall into place. The better your temperament, the deeper your blessings. If you want to determine whether someone is lucky, simply observe their temper. When temper rises, blessings dissipate. A person with good temperament is usually gentle, approachable, and loved everywhere. In contrast, someone with poor temper, quick to anger or unreasonable, tends to push others away. Good temper is not only a key to healthy living, but also essential for nurturing the soul. Life is full of irritations and frustrations that can harm both body and mind. But learning not to let anger take over, using calmness and understanding to diffuse negativity, can make life much brighter. With a good temper, you learn gratitude and appreciation, paving the way for true happiness. There's an old fable about a man who, whenever he felt angry, would run home and circle his house 3 times. Over time, his land and possessions expanded significantly. Even in old age, whenever he grew angry, he kept this habit of running around his property. One day, his grandson asked, "Grandfather, no one around here has more land than you. Why do you still run around your property whenever you're angry?" The old man explained, "When I was young and my house was small, I would think, with such little land and possessions, why should I waste time being angry at others? This thought would calm me down, and I focused my energy on working hard." This story teaches that tolerance leads to success, while anger often results in failure. Only those who know contentment can find peace and live serenely. Wang Yongming once said, "A narrow heart is the root of disaster. A broad heart is the gateway to blessings." When anger takes hold, blessings depart. To keep your blessings, you must first control your temper. Don't let a bad temper ruin your fortune. Controlling your anger is already half the battle won. A good temperament not only attracts wealth, but also welcomes blessings. Conversely, failing to manage your temper pushes away both fortune and luck. Human fortune is essentially a form of energy field. When this field radiates kindness and composure, the negativity around you turns into support. Positive things naturally come your way. The law of attraction teaches that everything in life is drawn to you by your own actions and energy. A person who is broad-minded and gentle, like sunlight, will attract positivity and goodness into their life. Your temperament determines how life treats you. There's a practical saying, "If you are right, there's no need to be angry. If you are wrong, you have no right to be angry." In life, strive to minimize anger. Use tolerance and understanding to resolve conflicts, and you'll see everything improve. Being forgiving to others is, in essence, an act of kindness to yourself. The ancients said, "If your temper is good, everything else will follow." Whether someone's life is prosperous or their career thrives, it all closely ties to their temperament. The more irritable a person is, the fewer their blessings. Conversely, the calmer they are, the steadier their destiny becomes. Your temperament reflects your fate. Poor temper always leads to self-inflicted consequences. In the Book of Han, it is written, "Harmony brings prosperity, conflict brings disaster." When anger takes over, people lose their rationality, often leading to mistakes with severe, lasting consequences. During the chaotic spring and autumn period, the state of Zhao was small but held its position among feudal states. Duke Shuang of Zhao could have enjoyed a life of wealth and honor, but his bad temper ruined everything. One day, while strolling in his courtyard, he noticed water stains on the ground and flew into a rage. A servant explained that guests from the Jin state had urinated during a banquet, and water was poured to clean the area. In truth, the servant had fabricated the story out of spite because his earlier request for a reward had been denied. Blinded by anger, Duke Shuang acted without investigation, ordering the arrest of the guest. The guest fled back to Jin, further enraging the Duke. In his fury, he slammed his hand on a stove, sustaining severe burns. The injury became infected, leading to his untimely death. As the saying goes, a small flame can spread and destroy an entire field if not extinguished. Anger solves no problems. It only traps life in a cycle of despair. Tai Contan once remarked, "A restless heart leads to failure. A tranquil mind draws countless blessings. Impatience and rage block success, while good temper becomes the driving force of achievement." During the Tang dynasty, Huang Fushi, a talented official, was notorious for his fiery temper. Once, a bee stung his finger, and in anger, he destroyed its hive. On another occasion, he bit his son's finger out of frustration over a minor writing error, drawing blood. Despite his brilliance, his volatile nature hindered his career. He was eventually demoted and lived in poverty in Luoyang until his final year when Buddha invited him to serve as an advisor. Though his circumstances slightly improved, his temper remained unchanged, drawing frequent criticism. In contrast, Buddha was calm and humble. Despite setbacks, he remained influential in the court and respected by all. Once, Buddha commissioned Bai Juyi to write an inscription for a temple he had funded. When Huang Fushi heard, he was enraged, exclaiming, "Why wasn't I asked? I won't accept this." Buddha, however, chose not to argue. Instead, he personally asked Huang Fushi to contribute. After completing the work, Buddha gifted him over 1,000 silk pieces as thanks, earning admiration for his graciousness. Talent with flaws is still better than no talent with great flaws. Those enslaved by emotions, no matter how high their starting point or how great their abilities, often meet dead ends. Only by mastering self-control, cultivating tolerance, and maintaining composure can one truly live a carefree and fulfilling life. A good temperament is one's strongest personal asset. As the saying goes, a talented person with a gentle temperament is undoubtedly great. A wise person with calm composure will always think clearly. The greatest wisdom in life is to maintain inner peace and emotional stability. In youth, with unbridled passion, we often believe we must achieve remarkable feats to prove our worth. But as we grow and face life's challenges, we realize that calmness and tranquility are what truly allow us to thrive. In business, there's a saying, "Be serious with work, but kind to people." A gentle personality often invites luck. Even in dark times, such individuals can transform small glimmers of hope into a sky full of stars. The calmer one's temperament, the broader their career prospects. Handling situations with reason and composure often unlocks new opportunities. Good temper also fosters harmonious relationships, earning respect and understanding from others. A steady disposition contributes to better health, while optimism and an open heart keep one energized. As time passes, a good temperament becomes a universal ticket to success in life. As the saying goes, a calm person enjoys smooth paths like the spring breeze. The smaller one's temper, the happier their family life. A bad temper is like an infectious disease, with family members being the first to suffer. In families where someone has a bad temper, peace becomes elusive. Either everyone gets caught in the storm of anger, or they retreat into fear and apprehension. A bad temper is essentially a form of selfishness. Even when issues could be resolved peacefully, some choose to lash out to satisfy their emotions. Treating loved ones selfishly in this way destroys familial happiness. In such families, Children either feel ashamed of constant arguments and grow up burdened with low self-esteem, or they mimic the bad temper, spreading negativity and causing further trouble. Negative emotions act like hidden cancers. Stress, frustration, and anxiety accumulate over the years. While you may forget these feelings, your body doesn't. People with bad tempers are particularly prone to health problems. The best way to protect yourself isn't through supplements or medicine, but by mastering your temperament. Start by building harmonious relationships with yourself, your parents, children, colleagues, and leaders, and take control of your emotions. When the mind is calm, relationships improve and illnesses are kept at bay. What are the most important things in life? Career, family, and health. A bad temper can ruin all three and ultimately destroy your life. No one is responsible for your life but you. Losing your temper is essentially self-destruction. Life is like a suitcase. Carry it when necessary and set it down when you don't. Dragging heavy baggage unnecessarily only leads to exhaustion and prevents you from living freely. Life is finite. Only by acknowledging your faults, showing respect, and practicing forgiveness can you gain acceptance from others. Letting go of a bad temper allows you to find freedom, reconcile with yourself, and embrace the world. Cultivating a good temperament attracts life's blessings effortlessly. Health starts with a peaceful mind. A calm temperament nurtures vitality, strengthens the body, wards off illness, and prolongs life. Vital energy, or qi, is fundamental to sustaining life. When it thrives, the body is strong. When it depletes, the body weakens. A person with a quick temper is like a ticking time bomb, ready to explode at the slightest provocation. No matter how lucky they are, their anger can ruin everything. Bad temper is the root of misfortune, while a calm temperament is the foundation of blessings. Only by cultivating self-control can fortune knock on your door. Starting today, strive to be someone with a good temperament. Replace calculation with tolerance and anger with composure. Only when your heart is free from sadness and anger can you truly achieve peace in life. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. If you find the video useful, don't forget to leave a comment below to share your thoughts. Please like the video to support us to continue bringing more meaningful content. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Wishing you all good luck and happiness in life.